Hi, I'm Keith Cotter and welcome to the HSB Academy tutorial session. In this session we're going to focus on stacking of elements, and the very first step that you need to do when you're stacking your element is in fact configure your truck. So we're going to learn all about the aspects of stacking and how you configure that truck so that then you can continue to stack the elements on that truck. So let's take a look and see how we can do this. So first of all, we should log in with the username and password to your HSB share environment, and you access that by going to hsbshare.com. So I should begin by putting that information in first. So we now log in, and the first thing that we should do is we go here to the three bars in the top left corner, and under HSB share we're going to go to HSB stacking, and the first area we're going to go to is the configuration. Now by default we also have default configurations of the screen that you can also load, and you can access that here by the dashboard settings in the top right corner. And if you use a load default dashboard, you can now select yes, and that will load the default layout for your truck configurator. Normally at this stage, if you don't see a list of what I call predefined truck, you should refresh the share environment by hitting F5 on the keyboard, and that will now give you access to the predefined trucks, as you can see here. So what are these predefined trucks? Well, let's take a look here, and if I select one of the trucks, you can now see that I have access here to some of the trucks that are preloaded in here. What can I do with this truck? Well, first of all, I can select the bed of the truck, and a few things that I could do is I could, for example, edit the truck, and I could change here the length and the width. So for example, I could put in here that I wanted a 2.5 meter wide bed. I can change the depth and the height, and this is purely the bed of the truck that we're fixing here at this present moment. What I can also do is what's known as the load space. That's the area where you're going to stack the elements on the truck. We can also do things with that, and that we could edit that. And again, you can see here, you can change that independently of the bed. So you can see in this case here, I have it overhanging on the truck here as well. What you can also do is I can select a certain side of the truck, and if I go edit, you can see here that you can either lock the load bed space, which means that when you stack the elements are constricted in this particular area, or you could even have an oversale value. So I could unlock it here and say I want to oversale by 500. This means that you're allowing the elements when they're stacked to actually oversale out the end of the truck or the side of the truck, no matter what way you want the trucks to have. Furthermore, you have the wheels. Now it's important to note that these wheels have absolutely no bearing on the stacking. They're only a representation, and the most that you can do with these wheels is you could change the diameter of the wheel, for example, or you could say it's going to be a single axle wheel or double. But bear in mind, these do not bear any input into the weight or the stacking process that you have later in the process. So here what I should also point out is where you see the red arrow is currently considered the front of the truck in this case. These load spaces, by the way, at the moment you can see here I have a single load space. But for example, if I go and pick the truck for vertical loading, you can now suddenly see my load space is currently now with 2 vertical load spaces, and there's a gap between them. And you can do that as well in terms of your truck spaces, in that you can have the truck bed and the loading spaces all split up to suit the stacking routine in that. So this will handle both horizontal stacking and it will also handle vertical stacking. So you can now see that that is essentially the different types of trucks that we have here. So they're the predefined trucks. What about if I had my own truck? And that's what we're going to focus on next. To get your own particular trucks, what you now do is you pick the add button here, and that by default creates just a blank canvas with a bed truck here. And if I go to the very last section on this, you can see here that currently my truck is called new truck design, and I can rename that. So I'm going to name that to a stacking truck, and let's call it tutorial, given that we're in a tutorial here at the moment. Now I should note at this stage that you notice there's no save button here because you don't need it. It automatically saves everything that you do here inside the truck configuration. So for this truck configuration, what you can now do is you can change a number of the parameters. So for example, as I've already explained, you can go and edit the width and length of the truck, or maybe you want to add an axle. And what I'm now doing is I'm adding the axle of this particular truck here. Now what we can do is for the axle, for example, I could edit it and change the parameters of the wheels as we learned earlier on, or I could say that I want to take that edge and I want to align it to potentially we say this edge here, and you can now see that that moves that particular axle to that particular location on the bed. So let's continue on and maybe say I want another axle down here. I'm going to rotate this area here, and I'm going to say I want to take this guy and stretch him to here. My apology. Take this and I want to align it to this edge here, and maybe I want to offset it and offset it back from we say this point here, and say the offset is going to be 300, and you can now see that, oops, that's a typo, so we said 300 and hit tab. My apologies, I wasn't hitting the tab button in this case. So at this stage what we now have is a simple truck with this, and I'm not going to add a load space, and for this load space maybe I'm going to make it a double load space. So I'm going to edit that load space and say the width of it is going to be 1000 in this case, and like you have earlier on, I can align it to this particular space here, move over here to this side of the truck and copy maybe this, and you can see that it randomly places this here. It's not in the correct location, so I'm going to say I'm going to align that to this side of the truck, and I'm going to align, swing it around, and you can see all I'm doing is I'm aligning it to each end of the truck as we need in this case. So what we now have is access to our own truck configuration here, and that essentially will allow you to configure your own truck based on the width, height and length of the truck in this particular case. So that's essentially it. That's the predefined trucks in this case, and also your ability to create your own truck as well in hsbStacking. I'm Keith Cotter. Thank you for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next session.